Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the stream. It's Thursday morning, it's bright, it's sunny, there's very little wind, it's a great day to be in the kitchen. So, we're in the kitchen. Yay! Today, we've already got the pot on. Now, move that a little bit. Damn it! Didn't test it with the pot on. There you go, there's the technical difficulties for the day. Let's hope that's just the technical difficulties for today. All right, got the background music going. So, this lovely concoction is the beef bone broth. Now, that has been on, I cooked that yesterday for about, look at this, we're just getting straight into it, not even doing the, warm up. Hey, this is... So today's cooking, tomorrow, is Freaky Friday, where we'll be hopefully finishing off Lost Alone Granny. We are listening to White Bat Audio, so check out White Bat Audio on YouTube. There is going to be a couple of week delay in the smelt stream. However, I should be able to plan the final date for that tonight, and that'll be put up in the events hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow morning before stream. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see. But yes, I'll get the date out, and we will do the extra stream for the smelt. It'll be either a Saturday or a Sunday. I'm hoping for a Saturday. It's looking like a Sunday. Maybe the 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. So there's a little heads up. So now the stream. Oh, I haven't got chatbot going. I knew I'd forget something. All right, more technical difficulties. I'm like, why can't I see? No chatbot. Then I'm going, hang on, did I plug the internet in? It's like, oh, we're listening to the music. It's fine. It's fine. It has been an interesting morning. Oh my God. No, not now. Later. All right, and now we have a console. Huzzah. So, I think that's everything. Alright, so, bone broth. Now, I've been asked what the difference between a bone broth and a stock is. So basically it's time in the pot as far as I can ascertain. A stock is done reasonably quickly. There's a little bit of flavor imparted, and you're good. That's just what a stock is. Whereas a bone broth is cooked for a lot longer. It's the bones actually start to get denatured. So all the stuff in the bones comes out and gets into the fluid. So I'm not going to say it's better per se, but I think it is. Yeah, so it's basically just a bit more nutrients from the bone and stuff like that. I find it more filling when I use it in recipes. I find that recipe becomes, you need smaller portion size, and I simply put that down to there's more nutrients in it. Your body recognizes that and goes, yeah, we're good, buddy. I have no scientific evidence for that. That is purely anecdotal. No clue, but there we go. So that is trundling along. So what we're going to do now is we're going to warm that up because it was cooled. I had it on for about 10 hours. Had it on for about 10 hours yesterday. Cooled it off, then skimmed the fat off of the top. I was hoping the fat would be a bit more solid than it got, but it's not. One of the beauties and curses of using this sort of pan is it's got a proper thick base pan. So this thing retains heat like no tomorrow. But the handles stay pretty much cold. I don't know how the hell they do it, but they do, and it works. So, but yeah, this is proper chef grade pot. Bought from a proper chef grade store and all that. So, and again, this is what I'm saying. I've been buying this equipment for a while, slowly but surely building up my kitchen to get this sort of equipment. So, and it makes life so much easier. So, if you can afford good equipment, get it. If you can't, get a bit every now and then when you can. You'll be fine. It's only taken me 49 years to get to this point. Who knew? So, while that's heating up, we are going to be making some strawberry ice cream, because I was talking about that the other day and how pink it is, how ridiculously pink. So, it appears I had 3 punnets of strawberries. I had 3. The fridge fairies appear to have eaten one of them. But that's okay. I got the extra one just because I was like, okay. But fridge fairies, I tell you. Alright, so as always, with everything we do, buy the best ingredients that you can and work up. So what we're going to do with these, what we're going to do with the strawberries is we're going to cut off the green bit. Now, because you can, like, if you get really, really good strawberries, you can just twist the top off. But you can see with these, they're a bit white on top. So I'm just cutting that off because I can. And then I'm going to halve them without getting that extra little bit of green in there. Just halve them and throw them in a bowl. So as I do this, whoops, I learned to cut in a straight line eventually. As I'm throwing, the reason I'm doing this now and throwing them in the bowl is because what I'm going to do is put just a little dusting of caster sugar over it to start bringing out the juices. Technically, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this step. You can just cut them up, put them in a blender, be done with it. However, I like doing it. I find it just adds a little bit of extra flavor to the strawberries if you get them sort of leaking first. And I'll show you how that goes. We'll once we get, so this recipe, because we're doing a whole egg custard ice cream, we're using caster sugar. So I'm just going to put a little pinch, maybe 2, of caster sugar, just a light little coating, right? And we'll see how that goes. There we go. Can we do it that way? There we go. A nice light little coating of caster sugar on them. As we go through. Now, obviously, doing this seasonally is going to make it so much cheaper than trying to get, you know, strawberries in the middle of it's not strawberry season. Currently, we've got strawberries growing out in the backyard, but they're new, so they're little, and some of the birds have been getting into the straw. And so the critters have been getting into the strawberries because the straw's not in the way to stop them. Gurnarg. But yeah, so this sort of ice cream you can make pretty much whenever, but if you do it seasonally, you're going to get it for cheaper. I'm not going to say you're going to get better results. No, I am. You'll get better results. Because while out of season things are available, there's a lot of contributing factors that go into it. So, you know, it might be coming from a place where it is seasonal, but it's on the other side of the world. So it's been picked early. It's been maybe snap frozen. The list goes on. Whereas, especially if you're getting it from a local farmer's market, which, you know, I thoroughly endorse, you're going to get sometimes pick that morning produce. So there's going to be a lot of flavor, a lot more flavor in it. And like I said, get the best ingredients you can find. Don't mess it up. Alright, so we've got nearly a full bowl there. Nearly a full bowl of strawberries, we're getting there. That one's a bit dodgy. Yeah, it'll be fine. Strawberries. I went to put the top that I cut off into the bowl and the strawberry into the discard pile. Alright, there we go. Bing! Achievement unlocked. You can focus on your camera. So, as always, the tops go in the bucket for going into the compost, and the plastic goes in the recycling bin because it's recyclable plastic. Yay. So, next, vanilla bean. We're going to put in a proper vanilla bean. Ta-da! So this is, as far as I know, it's just a generic vanilla bean. It's from Queen. Now, again, what I'm doing here, this isn't entirely the cheapest way to do it. We'll also be putting in some Madagascar, backwards writing, some Madagascar vanilla extract. So not essence. This is actual vanilla from vanilla pods, right? It's just ever so slightly bitter to smell. You wouldn't think it, but it is. If you can't afford extract, use essence. It's fine. Like I said, not cheap. Now, I'm not overly worried about getting strawberry in my vanilla pod, because it's all going into the same blooming thing. So, but you can't put a straight up vanilla pod in, there's no point. So what we do is we cut it. That was close. Back in a minute. Gotta take my old man medicine. Darylyn, if you're wondering. Helps slow down the essential tremor. It'll take a little bit to kick in, but come on, buddy. So, all I did was stick the knife in and pull the bean. That's it. And what that does is it has split the bean. Who knew? And then put the knife in the hole and scrape the rest of it off. Missed the end. So what this does is you can see all those little tiny little vanilla beans in, or vanilla, I don't know what they are. I don't think they're beans. Ooh, a wild togepi appears. Hello, togepi. Let's see if we can catch that. See if we can get it with an ultra ball. So yeah, those, the beans, the little beans in the beans, when you get proper vanilla, anything, it'll have little black speckles in it. And that's where they come from. They come from inside that bean. That's what we're going to get in this ice cream. At least, you'll see it at least in the custard. It goes away once you put the red strawberries in. But, so, bean. So we'll scrape them off into the concoction. But I just wanted to talk about some vanilla first. See, I need a medium pot. I really do. Don't know if this is going to be big enough. It has been big enough. Hey, I caught togepi. Yay! Alright. You know what? Picking up your pen shouldn't make you nervous for size. It really shouldn't. Which tells me I need to go buy the next size up. But that's okay. Again, look, thick base. Thick base pans. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with the custard. Now, I'm lucky. I have an ice cream maker. I have an ice cream churn. I'm so glad I have a freaking ice cream churn. Can't imagine why, just am. So, lick the lid. Right, so 300 mils of cream. We're using the Buller thickened cream. Again, one of these days I'm going to learn to pre-prep and go shopping for all these ingredients. Like, pulled the recipe out this morning and I went, I forgot the cream. Now, little trick, especially for this recipe where we're using, we need 300 ml of cream for the recipe. So we got cream in a 300 ml. And we also need 300 ml of milk. So, shouldn't have lit the lid yet. But I did. So, if you don't lick the lid, then you put a little bit of milk in your cream pot, put the lid on and shake it all up. Get the rest of it out. Then just fill the pot back up to where the cream was, and then you got 300 mils. And you've nicely cleaned out the pot. Make sure you got it all in there. Oh no! And that goes in the recycling pile. That's all. This is what happens when you're doing it with a keyboard. Get the absorbent paper towel. And then get your keyboard out of the way. Oh, no, wait, that's paper. It doesn't go in the recycling, goes in the compost. Right, so now, got that in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape the vanilla bean into and you can see there all those little, actually, hang on. There you go. They're all the little beans that come out of the pod. Now, some recipes I've seen say to just scrape the beans in. I tend to leave the pods in as well. Some recipes say to do that too. But I like leaving the pods in, just for this part of the process. For how nice vanilla is, it always just, in its raw form, it always just tastes that extra bit bitter that I'm usually ready for.
Oh my god.
It's amazing. But there you go. Right, so now we attempt to light the correct stove bit. Alright, so now we're going to bring that up to the boil, and then we do the rest. So now we need another bowl. bowl. We need 2 bowls. So I'm not going to use that one. No. Yes I am, because I'm... Good Lord, make up your mind, boy. Alright, so what we need is 5 eggs, separated. So we're going to put the whites in the little bowl. And then this is going to be interesting, because I'm going to try a new technique with the bone broth. So the short version, because we'll go through it when we're doing the bone broth anyway, the short version is you use the egg whites to put in that, and what that does is clarifies the bits in the bone broth after it's all been filtered and all that sort of stuff. The bits in it are... almost lost that one. It's trying to get away. I really need that out of the camera, don't I? Yeah, and it helps clarify it, make it more clear. So I don't know. Speaking of which, we have in the bone broth, we have basically 3 femurs. Cow femurs. They've been cut up, had them cut up by the butcher, and in they went. Speaking of which, ooh, see? That'll take a while to get up to temperature. There's a lot of it there. And water. That's it. That's all there is so far, is the bones and the water. So, we will be putting in a mirepoix eventually, which is a fancy name for carrots, celery, and onions. Oh, look at! I'm so proud of that. That is the best crack. Look at that. That is the best crack of an egg I've ever done. That just halved itself. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna gush it. Look at that freaking, look at it. Just snapped in half. It's the best one I've ever done. Things we get excited about, right? Alright, so we're keeping the egg whites over here. And we'll put that in the beef broth later. Right, so we have our 5 egg yolks. Only one of them broke. 5 egg yolks. Focus. There you go, camera. Nice, well done. We're going to need 175 grams of caster sugar. Oops. So now I need this bowl. Zero out, buddy. $178? That'll be fine. In goes the caster sugar. teaspoon of the extract into this. 1 teaspoon. Oops, some extra fell in. Oh well. Right. So, bin. Now, we need a blender. I'm using both of my blenders today. Well, I will be. Anyone else find it odd that I keep my actual machine and the bits for it in 2 different places? I do. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to beat this egg, sugar and vanilla extract until it's nice and creamy. Ooh, hang on. Before we get too far gone in that, we need to give this a bit of a stir. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the beans are just infusing all through that. Alright, so we've beaten that just a little bit. So it's just gone that sort of pale, can't really see it in that, but it is a nice pale yellow. So we'll do that. Well, we've done that. Now we'll just pay a little bit of attention to this. Check how this is going. Yep, I'm going to turn that up. Because that needs to be going faster. But, you know, this is a big pot. So, normally when we finish, we get about 15 litres of bone broth out of that. So, oh, I didn't even see the Caracosta come up. if you can see it, it's a bit bright, but it looks kind of grey to me. Right, so the vanilla bean and the vanilla extract can go away. Because we're done with those. So again, if like I said, vanilla beans are, so again, you can just put a bit of extract in this, a bit of extract in that, or essence even, sorry. Generally, I'd probably replace beans. I'd probably put another teaspoon, instead of putting the bean in, put a teaspoon of extract or essence in. But I like the bean. So yeah, this is going to be some top grade stuff. And so yeah, this ice cream would be comparable to some of the higher grade cost-wise. Would be comparable to some of the higher grade ice creams out there. But the reason those ice creams are like that is because they use good quality ingredients. So, now with the strawberries, I'm just going to mush them up. They are starting to sweat nicely. Are we getting any fluid yet? Not quite. But I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but they're starting to get a nice little sheen on them as they start to release their liquid. Like I said, don't know why I think this. Okay, I know why it's releasing the liquid. The sugar's pulling it out of it. But I think having this step in the process, while not necessary, I think makes them taste better. That it's a me thing. I know that it's totally a me thing, but there it is. That's. Ooh, hang on. So I'm lucky. I have an ice cream churn, so I'm lucky with that. But I'm also lucky because mine, the one I got, is has a pre-cool cycle. So I turn it on every now and then. Goes to pre-cool, takes about 20 minutes, give or take, but it knocks it can knock a fair bit off the time. I've had to actually redo it. The cycle goes for an hour, but I've had to do it probably an hour and a half to get it really properly ice creamy. But anyway, so I am sugar. Whoops. Hey Tiger, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Stream. Sorry, I'm screaming because I overcooked that. Doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance, doing the happy dance. How you doing, Tiger? Scream stream. That's tomorrow. So, right, that almost got away from me. But it came to the boil. Right, what are we cooking? So, we are cooking in this pot. We have a beef bone broth. It is basically Uber stock. in this pot, we are starting a custard base for strawberry ice cream. Going to do some homemade strawberry ice cream. Oh, it did get away from me. Damn it. Did spill over just a little bit. Ah, well. It says flicking midget. Alright. We want the vanilla beans actually in. Uh-huh. Go the ice cream. I promised to cook Moya some of this. Cook. Is it cook ice cream? I mean, come on. I promised I'd cook Moya some of this when she came over to see Mackie. Mackie got all offended that he hadn't been offered ice cream immediately after, saying that he didn't like strawberry ice cream. It was hilarious. Yes, this is why I have an ice cream maker, Tiger. Right, so we've got to let that cool for a little bit, because when we put it in the egg, we don't want it to cook it. I don't know. Could I throw to Melbourne? So you're gearing up for PAX, are you? Or is it already started? But yes, Melbourne is close enough. Yes. Get some dessert. Okay, I loaded up your stream at the right time. Hey, guitar. Tiger, I'm flying in tonight and PAX is on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ah, nice. Hey, Mackie, how you doing? Right, so it is time for the shout-outs. Well, Tiger was here first, so... we'll do a shout-out for Tiger. Hopefully this will work. Oh, damn it. Okay. Take it up there. There we go. Nope. What the hell? Oh, okay. I see. Tiger has found a badge. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? We missed that. There we go. So, go check out Tiger. If you're not already. Jump scaring Tiger is fun. It is fun. And then we'll get one in for Mackie. Do a shout out for Mackie. If you're not already, what? Go watch Mackie. Nice. Oop. A bit of skin forming on that while it's cooling, but you'll be fine. So how you going, Mackie? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about you. Saying how we're doing the strawberry ice cream. Yeah, I'm okay. Titus went to bed later than planned, but was up to like 5 a.m. chatting with Moya. So worth it. So when is she coming down, Mackie? When is it happening? When is the big day? When's the event? I mean, there's got to be some sort of, 6 months, 12 months, 2 days. Yes, this is ice cream. Ice cream. Hang on, let's see if we can do this. Magic trick. Wait a minute. No. Hang on. Hey, Zig Zig. How you doing? There's a Ziggy in the kitchen. We're hoping for March at this stage to celebrate our 1-year anniversary together in person. Oh, nice. So not that long. So what, 5 months? Excellent. Packing, eh? Packing for packs. Right, so for this part, that's hot. That's hot. I'm going to take out. So we've got the last of the vanilla bean. We're just taking that out now because it's gone, because it's dehydrated, it starts hard as a rock, but as you can see, it's gone nice and soft and slippery. So we're just going to pull out the last of the beans that may still be stuck to it. I could probably do this better, but she'll be right. Couple of days. And not get, my hand all over it. Oh God, that's already tasting good. Tiger, I need to try and time my visit to SA for March then. What are you coming down here for, Tiger? Anything in particular or just chiggles? Mackie's still too long for my liking as it's not today, damn it. Yeah, fair. I can understand that. Alright, taking the keyboard out of the way before I make an utter mess. Nope. Still not happening. Hopefully this isn't going to be too hot. For a general trip to see what SA is like and to meet you, Mackie, and Upright. Oh, nice. Sweet. It would be awesome to meet you, Tiger. Absolutely awesome. If you give me a couple of days warning, I can make you some strawberry ice cream. She's worth the wait though, and fingers crossed that distance will not be an issue in the future. Absolutely, Mackie. Yeah. Gozzie's a South Australian. I did not know that. There you go. Just giving this a bit of extra stir. You can see the steam coming up. Trying to get a little bit of that off. Yeah, we're all excited for Mackie. Boys earned a bit of happiness. Then it's just a matter of convincing Moya to move down to move from England to Australia, isn't it? All right. Yeah. Wrong direction. Right. Oh, spatula. Get the last of those vanilla beans in there. Don't ask me why, but every single recipe I've ever seen for ice cream, once you put this into the egg and mixed it up, it then says to put that back into a clean bowl. I don't know why, but it does. Flinging around carelessly like an animal. Oh. Wolf and Camus live here too. Yeah, right. Huh. There you go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it means a lot to me and Moya. The most important thing is that she is happy too with this scruff of a person, me. You'll be fine. Fine, I tell you. Mackie lol. Well, the desired outcome would be me moving to England to be with her. Ah. Ooh. Still some bits down the bottom we missed. Whoops. Dripping. Ah. There we go. That's better. Ziggy's licking up all the bits I'm spilling. She's loving it. You moving to England was not the choice I thought you would have made. Leaving, oh God, her name's gone out of my head. Leaving your niece behind. I wouldn't have thought you would have done that, but good on you. Tiger, Moya's lucky to have you. You're a sweetheart. Yeah, Mackie. What Tiger said. Mackie, we all have our issues, mate. Just ask anyone that lives in this house. I have my share. Maddie, that's it. Jesus. Maddie. I'm getting worse with names, I swear it. I swear I'm getting worse with names. Alright, let's do that. There we go. That's better. Tiger, then why is it when I try to fold and clean, washing, my cat decides to lay on it and cover it? It's what cats do, I swear. Alright. Cooking. That's what we're cooking. Alright, so now we're going to turn this back on. Did I turn the right one on? Yes. Why are you not working? Oh, you are working. Was on, just couldn't see the flame. Yeah, I know, but I feel that Moya has more of her life set up over there, and I would feel bad for her leaving all that and coming here. Yes, I would hate to leave Maddie, and that would be very hard, but the main things keeping me here is Maddie and the barony. Well, you just have to set up a new barony. There is a barony in England somewhere, isn't there? England's not that. You can drive across England in like 2 hours. It's a tiny place. Or just start another one. Start another barony. Be our emissary. start rapier culture. Get rapier culture really going in the UK. You can be the emissary of the SCA. She said that if I'm not able to move to England, she would be willing to move here. Yeah, fair. I mean, look, dude, we'd miss you, but I'd rather miss you and you be happy. That's the flat out bottom line, man. I can drive across the country. I don't think that would be wise. You'll be fine. And when I was there, they seemed to have a really good rail network too, so. And dude, I mean that. I mean that seriously. I would rather miss you and you be happy than have it any other way. Right. Almost time. Actually, you know what? Just trying to see if how much fluid started coming out of this. Yeah, there's a little bit in there. Strawberries. Right, so now I should actually pay attention to this. Because if I mess this up, I'm not going to be happy. Which I have managed to do. Almost managed it earlier. I was talking about my ice cream maker, not paying attention. Tiger, I drove from Scotland down to outside of London over a few hours and it was relatively easy. I mean, you know, don't let being legally blind stop you from driving across the country, Mackie. That's what I reckon. Just go. Well, let's face it, Europe's what? 2-hour train ride? You know, just hit the fast train, hit the channel, and boom, you're in Europe. Bloody couple of hours. It means so much, and I believe Maddie would also be the same. She would be sad, of course, but I believe she would want me to be happy as well. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so what we're going for at this stage is we're cooking up, we're thickening the custard now, and we want it to get to that point where it'll just cover the back of a wooden spoon. When they're not on, what, the railway's on strike? It's not very English. Railway? Here's the railway. Oops. Almost there. Almost applied too much heat to it. Yeah, Mo's been telling me about a lot of strikes that have been happening there. Do you know why they're striking? Is it like pay us more, or, you know, COVID's dangerous, so we want danger pay or hazard pay? Nice, that is. Alright, let's see if we can get this on camera. Alright, so stirry. Pick it up, and you can see that's clinging to the spoon. So that's pretty much done. I'll leave it on the heat for a little bit longer. Money. Yeah, fair enough. Well, if it's anything like here, governments believe that, you know, cost of living increases can be more than pay wage rises. Don't know how they figure it, but they do. Although supposedly Labor's putting some tax freezes and stuff in place. I haven't looked into what they are yet, so. Right, so that's that done. So now we have to cool this off. Target, that's why I had to drive from Scotland, because the train drivers went on strike and we had already pre-bought tickets from Edinburgh to England, and everything got cancelled. So instead I had to pay a few hundred for car hire. Oof. Yeah, ow. Ow. Alright, so. Still catching Pokemon. Here we go. Yay. I heard the gas on. Like, I thought, turn that off. Yep, no worries. I'm going to put it on there. Okay, cool. And then I heard the gas and my brain just went, you've left the heat on. What the hell? But there's no flame. Wait. It's because we're cooking beef bone broth while we're at it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Boom. Look at that. That's where we want it. So that's just started to boil. You can see there's this darker patch around the outside. That's the tiny little bit of fat layer that's left in this. I took that out earlier. So, perfect timing. We now going to cheat just a little bit in cooling this. I'm going to put it in cold water and then suck the heat out of it. Then I'm going to chuck it in the freezer for a bit. And hopefully we can get it down to a temperature where we can put it in the ice cream maker and you can see the end result by the time we finish the stream. Just a little dirty for my liking. No, not enough good. Damn it! I've got to keep an eye on that because if I let it get too full, water's going to pour into the custard and it's over. That said, nom 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 nom. Alright, that should be that cooling nicely. Now we get the other blender out. Hey, nice catch, Tiger. Got the elected. Sweet. Alright, so now we're going to juice these strawberries that we cut up at the start of the stream. Yes. I think that's actually my first. No, can't be. It's got to be my second coffee. Can never remember which one is the fast button and which one is the slow button. Whee! Flinging strawberry everywhere. Go! Strawberry on the mouse pad. Now this part is pretty much up to you. If you like, I'm about 20-25 minutes from the city, but context, like, I have a main arterial road that takes me from here directly into the city. Pretty much one road. Boom, I'm there. No, two roads. Adelaide itself as a town is reasonably small. There's a bit of urban sprawl. Getting around it's not too bad. Tiger, that's the same with me, except if it's peak hour, 20 minutes turns into an hour. Here, peak hour from town to here turns at 20 minutes, depending on which way you go, can turn 20 minutes into 30, maybe 35 minutes. It's not too bad. But I live in one of the areas that's basically orbital. So I have a place called Tea Tree Plaza, giant shopping center called Tea Tree Plaza, just down the road from me. That's 5 minutes away. Yeah, that I don't have to go into town because I have everything that I would get in town there. So we've turned that into sludge. Strawberry sludge. Yeah, so all right, so are you how into wine are you, Tiger? Because if you're into wine, we have some insane wine country around here. So that's worth looking at. Are you offering me a glass? Sure. Okay. Right, well, on today's menu, we are out of red wine. So, what do we got? So, a nice white wine, Battle of Bodsworth. A Sauvignon Blanc from McLaren Vale. Well, they do a red. They do a number of reds, actually. We've got the Spartan. Battle of Bodsworth does the Spartan Shiraz. That was what we actually put in the lasagna 2 weeks ago. Anyway, whenever we made the lasagna, that we used the Battle of Bodsworth Shiraz. That had a 96 points out of 100 score. So there you go. So yeah, lots of wine country to go discover, Tiger. Also, if you're into chocolate, check out Haigs, Haigs. They do like factory tours where you can run around their factory and eat samples, and it's one of the ice creams I make. Is the with Haigs premium drinking chocolate. You put that in ice cream. Oh my god. It is a little bit of insanity. I think my body is 60% water and 40% chocolate. Haigs. Yeah, there's an outlet just around the corner from, well, just down the road from me. But the factory, you go to the factory, they've got bags of seconds. It's like, oh, this Easter egg, these 15 Easter eggs broke. You put it in the bag and here's all this chocolate for the cost of one Easter egg. It's like, oh my god. So tasty. Right, so we have brought the bone broth back up to the boil to clean it out. Now, there is, as I said, there is oh no, sugar. I forgot a step. Got to turn it back on. We've got to put some stuff in. Realistically, should have done this some time ago, but that's okay. We are going to put in some celery, and all. Just do it. Nike, just throw it in there. Back up you go. Do you drink before you cook? Sometimes that makes me forget steps. Not yet. These are not normally things that I do together. It's kind of trying to stop dead space. How many carrots will I put in? I reckon 4. 4 carrots ought to do it. I'm learning to get it all done because there's parts where you've just got to do the thing. And then there's parts where you're sitting simmering stuff, which is what we're about to be doing for a little while. Is we are going to be simmering these veg into the stock. That appears to have been all of the carrots that I want to put in. Alright, so just going to get some of this off. I'm not overly concerned about getting, you know, all of the skin off or anything like that. It's all just flavour. If it comes off nice and easy, comes off nice and easy. Whoops. Or it does that and just disintegrates around itself as you sort of oh yes. Thistle meadery. Oh, I don't know if they have a cellar door, but yeah, if you like mead, thistle meadery down here is the way to go. But yes, Maxwell's mead's really nice. It's a nice generic mead. I need more celery. Where did I put more celery? So yes, chocolate, mead, wine. What else are you into, Tiger? We have all of those things down here. I'm still on coffee at the moment. Open! Silly celery. Ooh, nice catch. That's all my favorite food groups. That works. Alright, so we slam those in there. And we leave them in there for a little while. and then do some more cleaning. Then we can talk about the bone broth. I need a floor cam. Slowly see all the stuff piling up on the floor. See, like that. Nice catch, Tiger. Tiger, go to the gym so I can smash beer and cheesecake on the weekend. Life's about balance. Yeah, but you can smash all that stuff because you're tiny little... I would love to go to the gym. I really would. I've tried, my body doesn't handle it well. Anymore. Pokey device. That'll do. Pokey device. That was almost a horrific mistake. I almost put the pokey device into the custard. Which we're not going to do. So we're going to cheat a little bit. And we're going to pour this out. I'm going to put it in the freezer to get a little bit chill on it. And that way we can get it into the ice cream maker a bit quicker. So tasty. Alright, so I will be back in a moment. I'll be back. Now, if you don't have an ice cream maker, this is the way you do it. You put it into a bowl, you put it in the freezer, and you wait until it starts freezing around the edges, then you stir it, then you keep doing that back and forth, and back and forth until you've got, you know, a reasonably thick consistency. Then you just leave it in the freezer and you're done ice cream. I, on the other hand, have access oh, that's nice and cold. I have access to an ice cream churn. So this is the ice cream bit. There is a gelato bit that comes with this particular one as well. Don't know why they'd be different, but they are. So this is already, this is so cold. So now it's just a matter of mixing. So once that's cooled off a bit in the freezer, we'll put some of the custard in, some of the strawberry in, probably half of each. Half of the custard, half of the strawberry, mix it up into ice cream. When that's done, more custard, more ice cream, back in the bowl, mix it up again, ice cream. Tug of mine doesn't either, but I just keep tapping myself up and taping myself up and stitching parts back on. I have tennis elbow, arthritis, just had 3 cortisone shots in my shoulder and spent a lot of time drugging myself out of migraines. But for me, gym is mostly about mental stability, and without it, I go insane and struggle with anxiety. Yeah. Fills Tiger's bowl with ice cream and passes it back. Yeah, that's mostly what the SCA is for me. Nice exercise while I tape everything back on. So yeah, laundry list. It's yeah. It is a long list. Cotton picking. What are we doing out of the celery farm? Guy Rach, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. It is the Rach human being. Hey. Look at that, bubbling away nicely.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
No cake today. Suppose we could make an ice cream cake one day. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I'm well, thanks, Reg. How are you doing? We are only an hour and a half in. That's all right. Rach is a number of people's favorite human being, I believe. Alright, so, bone broth. I have a big pot. So, I have a really big pot, so the scale of what I'm doing here is scaled. Tuggy, you're my favorite vanilla bean. Yay! I like being your favorite vanilla bean. Someone calling me vanilla. That's interesting. Rach, I haven't got a clue why, but I do like making people happy, so however that works. Yeah, a very big pot. So, there are 3 femurs, basically, cut up and put in that pot. 3 beef femurs. Started with roasting it. So I had it cut up at the butcher into nice manageable chunks, some of which you'll see in a bit. They then got home, roasted them, so put them all in the oven at about 210 degrees Celsius, 210 degrees Celsius, and just left them in there for half an hour and roasted the crap out of them. Rage! So at the end of that process, we got beef drippings. So basically all the marrow, all the fat comes out, and this is why you put roasted in a deep pan, and then take the bones out, throw them in the pot at the end of the roasting process, and the drippings that are left over, filter them through a cheesecloth into a pot, put them in the fridge. Lasts forever. There are some people I know that have used the same pot. I tend to use a pot down to nothing and then have another one. I know people that have just, it's like, oh look, more fresh stuff. Put it in, it all melts, it all combines, and then it just lasts forever. It's lard. Some really good uses for it. If you, instead of using canola oil, you can just use like a teaspoon, put it in the bottom of your pan before you fry up some meat. It's really nice for basting. Like, you put a couple of teaspoons in the bottom of a roasting pan, put all your roast veggies in it, and every now and then just rub your basting brush through that and baste it over the top of your vegetables. Just adds an extra layer of awesome flavor to your vegetables. So yeah, lots of ways you can use it to add flavor, and that's just a couple of ideas. Oh no, Tiger's lurky. It's a phone call. That's all right. That means she'll be back. Whew. So yeah, you get that. Then put all the bones with your water in the pot. Basically enough that you put enough water in that it just covers the bones in there. 3 centimeters, 2-3 centimeters over the bones. And then heat it up till it's sitting at a rolling simmer. So once that's all in, I also use, I've only seen this with chicken, not beef, so this is many interesting. Ooh. I use apple cider vinegar. This is Barnes Naturals organic unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. I think the mother is the gooey stuff. I don't know. Techo term. One of these days I'll figure out what it is. So in a pot this big, I use about half a cup of apple cider vinegar. For context, we're going to end up with about 15 litres of bone broth. So, whatever that maths out to. I've only seen this with chicken, not beef. Same process, Rach. You still do the roasting. You roast the carcasses. You pick as much meat off as you can. Roast the carcasses. Pick the rest of the meat, what you can off. Throw it all in the pot. Same process. Got one freaking moustache hair just tickling my nose. Freaking first world problems, eh? Mother is the yeast and bacteria. Oh, there you go. Hey, nice catch. Caught the tie run. Well done, Rach. There you go. I did not know that. Mother is the yeast and bacteria. Well, that's still in that apple cider vinegar. So what that's doing is going to denature the bones that we put in there. So that way we can, you get more goodness. And then basically it's left at a rolling simmer for 8 to 10 hours, which I did yesterday. Because you can imagine just sitting here, 10 hours later. So you can see, nice little rolling simmer. Let it cool. I let it cool overnight, as much as it does in that pot. If you've got space, you can put it in the fridge. And excuse me. You can take a parrot, just shave it off and go Amish. Yeah, so, and then leave it to cool. So after overnight, leave it to cool, and that helps the fat layers separate out on top. Ooh, coffee is finished percolating. So I go to look for my coffee and it's dead, gone. No more coffee. Yeah, so brings the fat to the top. If you leave it, if you've got enough fridge space and you can let it cool, then put it in the fridge, you'll get a nice solid layer of fat that you can take off. And the rest of it will be jelly, like literally solid jelly, and it's anyway. Then heat it back up, and you do that with the bones and everything. I don't care. Bring it back to the boil. That's the important part. You bring it back to the boil. And then you throw in, for the last hour, you throw in the stock veggies. So just your carrots, onions, and celery. Basically seasoned to taste in that case. I don't tend to put anything else in at that point. I don't bother with salt, pepper, all of that sort of stuff. I just let it do its thing. You know, I put salt and pepper in all the other cooking that I add to it, so I don't find I need to. Yeah, now, once that's been cooking away for a little while, we will, something dark side. We'll strain out all the stuff. Oh, I've got to go get the strainer. I need the strainer. We'll get some muslin, but we'll get all that in a minute. Right. Now we have the custard, and this, you can see, is starting to congeal around the edges. So that's about right. So now we start the poury process. Now, funnily enough, this should be about right anyway. This will expand as it churns. Oh, look at that. That's going to be about perfect too. So we are going to probably, well, we are going to put all of this in all at once. Must expand the recipe some days. Right, we get to lick that bowl later. Alright, so we've got custard in there. And now we pour in the strawberry. 2 whole punnets of strawberries. Sounds good, right? Yeah, that's probably a little overfull, but and we get to lick that bowl too. So, there you go, with the red dollop. You saw how much we put in there. Gotta put the lid. Oops, if you put the lid on. It's a shame I don't have a camera over that just to put a little thing up here and swirl, swirl. Powdered strawberry guts. Well, blended strawberry guts. Yeah. All right. So there we go. Now, straining this. So, because I do so much in a go, ASMR. Blended strawberry. ASMR sound, or is that audio too? I want to do, next winter, I want to do an ASMR stream that's just like hours of the whole screen. It's just the fireplace. And just, people can talk away and chat, whatever, but just fireplace, sound of crackling fire, that's it. A couple hours of that. So, I do big things of this, and I find that trying to scoop out, I did originally have, I would originally use this gigantic, awesome pot strainer to pull it all out. Sorry, went AFK and had a quick Maddie FaceTime call. Oh, speak of Maddie and she shall appear. The devil has appeared. Learned. Learned. So I did I used to scoop everything out with that giant scoop. It was hard. So what I've created is this. These are basically 2 food safe buckets, purchasable from reputable food outlets. And then I drilled, don't know if you can see that, a shed ton of holes in the bottom to make one of them a strainer and the other one the catcher. So earlier today I took them out and sterilized them, put boiling water all through it, sterilized the crap out of them, and so this is where it's going to Rach is awake-ish. Blend with tree. Okay. It's like a custard spot and a strawberry spot. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, so now when this is ready, we'll just pick that up, pour it into there, and all of the big stuff, all of the veggies, all of the bones just come out in one hit, and it's done with, and it's so much quicker and easier, and oh my God, just so much quicker and easier. Rach, my silly cat kept waking me up this morning doing silly cat things. Well, that is what cats do. They do tend to do silly cat things. So we'll strain this out into the buckets. Once that's done, we'll strain out the, we'll put it through a colander and some cheesecloth. And then we're going to, no, Rach, you don't put meat in generally. Don't put meat in compost because it attracts rats. And seeing we live on a creek line, I don't want to attract rats that will attract, and the edge of scrubland. Don't want to attract rats to attack snakes to eat our cats. So I will eventually have a way to compost the meaty items, but currently I don't. There are ways to do it. I currently don't have those ways. Buckets of bone broth. Yeah, damn right. Right, she gets extra psycho when the weather is windy or raining. Ah. Mackie, arg, I need to go to the FedEx HQ soon today. Why are you going to FedEx HQ? I thought FedEx delivered to your door. Yeah, there you go, Rach. So yeah, any meaty, cheesy products basically don't go in your organic compost. Because unless you're happy attracting rats. Oh, you need to send stuff via FedEx. Yeah, right, Mackie. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, I try not to encourage rats and snakes into my house. Weird thing, I know, but yeah. Down you go. Look, no, down. Down. So, I was just getting a little excited in there. We're just going to turn it down and leave it simmering. I don't know how long ago we started that. Probably half hour, give or take. Alright, so I am going to take another quick off-screen break. I'm going to go get a couple more implements that we need. Oh. And look at that. There it is. There's the mill tank. I can check the VOD. Yeah, that'd be cool. What are we looking for? We're doing a poker catch. There you go, poker catch. We're just leaving the veggies in there for long enough for them to get soft, basically. Right, so I'm going to go get the colander and the cheesecloth so that we can do the second part of the straining process. I will play some ads while we're away. Feel free to ignore them. So, I'll be back. Lid one on the big pot 25 minutes ago. Ah, there you go. Alright, so another 20-25 minutes. She'll be fine. And then we can try the experimental stuff, which is egg whites. Not entirely sure how it's going to work, but worst thing that happens is I get eggy product in the mix and I'm going to have to strain it again anyway, so now, what was I doing? Cleaning the colander. Normally I do dishes as I go, This is why I'm just giving them the little rinses. Hey, I caught milk tank. Nice. Thanks, Rach. So. Now, my scour is starting to disintegrate, so I've got to make sure there's no bits of scour caught in the lips of the metal. So, this fits just inside the lip of that, like these bits. So what I've done is I've made two little hooks that go over the top and then slide through the handles and hold it in place and stop it falling in. If it's stupid and it works. This shop break brought to you by Over Beer. Remember kids, drink in moderation. Cookie stick. So what we're looking for here is basically we're just waiting for those veggies to soften up. As they soften up, it means that the nutrients that are in them have gone, and the flavour have gone into the broth, and we're good. So we're just waiting for that. The ice cream has gone a very bright pink. Old ice cream container. Fine, generally just giving it a wash will do, but I'm just going to give it a little hose off with some boiling water. Just clean it up properly before we put the ice cream back in there proper. Tiger is back for dessert. All right. Well, dessert will be served in around half an hour. 30 to 40 minutes, then we can taste the ice cream. Nom, 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 nom. But yes, it's mixing quite well. It's an interesting colour pink right now. Suppose I could take it out and show you all. Whoop. See, it looks white in that, but it's actually not. It's really quite pink. But there you go. Ice cream. Well, that just means it'll be extra sweet since Tiger is here. Absolutely. Yes. Oh. I unplugged it to put the stick blender in, and then didn't plug it back in. So I thought, oh look, it's off. It must be finished. Does the word Dilbertus Maximus plug the kettle in, press the power on. Yeah, well, we'll get there eventually. Honest. Got cheesecloth? Yes. Got the thing? Yes. We're ready to go. Now we're just sitting around having a chat, waiting for it all to happen. Yeah, so I should have chopped those veggies up and put them in much earlier. But that's just for stream purposes. That's not actually for hey Blithwolf, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Extra cooking with bone broth isn't gonna make that much difference. It's just not. Get a little bit of extra nutrient in there, it'll be fine. As long as you get it back up to that bubbling, everything is okay. Which reminds me, I should start. Oh God, don't tell me. Oh, phew. All right. Oh, that's feeling a bit light on. Well, we could be in trouble with that. We will see. I may be out of glad bags. Uh-oh. I had a look at those reusable bags you mentioned before, Rach, and yeah, you can't use hot. You can't use hot liquids in it. So, unfortunately, went back to the drawing board. Whoops. And whoop, shit flying everywhere. Well, we've only got 14 bags, which only means 7 litres, which is not going to be enough. So, we'll bag up some of it for the stream, and then some not. Some I'll have to do after stream, because I'm going to have to go down the shop and get some more glad bags. Oops. And that'll probably be, probably be a little bit long to leave the stream on, I'll be back. Eat the rest, oh my God. So for context in this, I've had a look, and for non-organic bone broth, you're looking at about $7 per 500 mils. So $14 a litre is what you're paying for bone broth. I've gone mostly organic with what we've done here, and I've spent about $40 on bits. Now, that said, the carrots, I still have more than half of them left. Same with the onions. Actually, no, with the onions, I've got half of them left. So, $40 I've spent on ingredients that have gone into that pot. Whoops. So, and generally going to get about 15 litres of bone broth out of it. So that's what, at $14 a litre, 15 litres, that's a lot of value when you think about it. Maggie, I've left my stream on BRB screen for like 2.5 hours because I got an unexpected... Oh, oops. Yeah, you have. Definitely. Rach, I had a little one of full chicken nuggets last night and probably announced it as my pencil case full of chicken nuggets. Well, you did, Mackie. Yes, I do remember that. I don't think I could pull that off. And I could sense you really needed that time, obviously. So, now, the reason I do Glad bags, here we go. That is 2 cups of broth. This is chicken. So, and you can see that it's just thin little card and it sits upright in the freezer. Boop, and you just card through for the ones you want. So you do need somewhere flat to lay them in a freezer to get that first freeze going. But other than that, they store really, really well when you do it like that. So I'd wait for your return. Aww. Though I do have to also go to the shop now, so I'll pick some up for you while I'm there. Awesome. Thanks, Tiger. Swap you some ice cream when you get back. But yeah, that's all right. We can get a few of those done. Ah, that's what I was going to get. I was going to get the magic marker. The Sharpie. To mark. Whoops. What's the date today? 6/10/22. Ta-da! Just write on the label what they are. 2 cups of beef and the date in which we put it away. Wonder how you could do a veggie broth and have a good flavor because vegetables can be relatively bland. Spices. Find a good spice mix that you like, and do that. That would be my, depending on what you like. You know, you could put some cloves in it. You could put, obviously, salt and pepper. What else? Cumin, just a little bit of cumin goes a long way, depending on what you like. Although that can overpower other dishes. Bit of nutmeg. Parsley. Definitely put some parsley in. Marjoram. So I mean, find a bouquet garni that you like, that imparts a flavor that you like, and throw that in while you're doing the veggies. That would be my idea. Because veggie broth, you don't need to break anything down. You just put the veggies in and let it go for an hour. Quick, easy, done. Now I'm going to label some of these while we're waiting. Seasoning is, yeah. I mean, I suppose you could use other vegetables as well. Like not just the generic carrot, celery, and onion. Like put in a fennel bulb, add a bit of aniseed to it. I mean, it's all veggies, right? Ooh, there's an idea. So, just thinking about it. Whoa, fancy. Roast the veggies first. Get that roast veggie flavor into it. Two cup beef. So, you know, because I roast all the bones that go into the... I don't know if it'll work, though. I don't know what it would do to the... I don't know what it would do to the flavor or anything, but... Love roast vegetables. I have that with couscous for lunch yesterday. Nice. Nice. So yeah. Other than that, I don't know what you do. Obnoxious bay leaves. They just invite themselves into every recipe. Yes. Which is why I have a bay tree out the front. 210, 610. Why am I doing 210? Ugh, dyslexia kicking in again. Gotta love it. I started writing the date as 2/10/22 with 2 cups of beef instead of 6/10/22, 2 cups of beef. Oh, behave. Yeah, you can show yourself out, mate. Yeah. Rach, I'm only ever aware of bay leaves when I accidentally... As far as I'm aware, every recipe I know that uses the bay leaf says to take it out. Just saying. Just saying. Tiger, I'm like that with cloves. Oh, cloves are horrible when you bite into them. They sneak into my mouth like they own the place. Here's a trick. If I'm doing something like, if I'm doing something that requires, like if I wanted to put cloves in this, just for a bit of extra flavor, I'd actually stick the clove into the onion. So if it requires the thing to be taken out again, I stick the cloves in it. Another way is you can get cooking bags, like bouquet garni bags. They're just little mesh bags. And so you stuff all your stuff in there, pull it tight, throw it in the pot, stir it around, and then when you find that, you pull that packet out again, you know you're getting everything out with it. So there are ways. Hey, Wardham, how you doing? We have strawberry ice cream in the ice cream churn, and we have beef bone broth in the pot. Which, according to my Pookie thing, yep, nearly there. I can use the edge of the spatula to push through the carrot. Means it's almost, well, almost ready. But I don't have enough of these, so there's only going to be a certain amount of tag and bagging. But we've still got a lot to do. Not 2, 6, 10. So how are you doing, Wadham? What are you up to today? Now, I'm spending some time here marking these up, but I did try once to do it when it was full of broth. Was not a good idea. I just sat down to do some crafting, making a walking treehouse diorama. Ooh, okay. So someone built a treehouse in an ent? Well, they built it in the tree before the tree, you know, gained sentience and became an ant. Right, there's all the bags I've got. They're marked up. There's all I've got. Tiger, I just tried fastening a belt over my other belt because I thought I wasn't wearing one. Yes, you may be a little tired, Tiger. Just a little bit. Aww. Hugs gives love hugs to the tiger. Gnaws. Ooh, wild phantom beers. Let's go catch that. They probably built it in there to use for spying on enemy towns or something. That works. 2 belts are better than 1 anyway. Yeah, Mackie. Yeah. True. Tiger's pants will never fall. Nope. Nope. PG-13. Nope. PG-13. Ice cream is starting to thicken up nicely. Yeah, I know. But it's more chill. It's just more chill. It doesn't always stay that way in this stream, but we try to encourage it. We try to encourage chill. If this was Mackie, if this was my chat, oh my, that would have been right. This is why I'm like, and then reminded everyone. Hey, nice catch, Rach. Caught the phantom. Since when did Ulrich need parental guidance? Since when did I not need parental guidance is probably the better question. I always need parental guidance. Good thing my parents are dead. Yay! Means I was left unsupervised. That's the shirt I need. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. All right. Just trying to keep my area as clean as I can. It looks huge, but there's really not a lot of area. Not when you're trying to do all the things. Well, there's the start of your merch range. I don't know if that would be copyright protected. I mean, the whole, that, it's just a string of words, sure, but that's what she said. That's your merch, Tiger. It looks huge. Yes, it does look huge. Two more comments that when taken out of context, yeah, that you need that on a Tiger shirt. You know, that's what she said. You need that on a Tiger shirt. Just like this is just a spot that's been folded on the can. It's right where your finger goes. It's like, it's freaking me out. It's just saying I doubt it, but you can check if anyone is copyrighted. Not even sure if you can. Not sure if you can. Right, so a cat walked over your keyboard. Kitty! Currently, Issa is out in the backyard, running amok, being an idiot. So, egg raft for clarifying stock. So we beat the egg whites into, what's a quart? I mean, seriously. So we got what? 5 egg whites, so that'd be 3 teaspoons of water and 2 teaspoons of vinegar. All right. Well, we have the egg whites. That sentence took a turn. I know, right, Mackie? Tiger's on the lurk again. Right. What do we say? Now, what did we say for the recipe? We said 2 teaspoons for 2 eggs, so we'll say 3 teaspoons. And 2 teaspoons and 1 teaspoon of vinegar. 2 teaspoons of water, 1 teaspoon of vinegar. I don't know what putting vinegar into an egg white is going to do to it. Here's the one that I got out of the cupboard earlier. Nothing so far. Didn't like instantly curdle or anything. Okay, it's making it go an interesting white. It's got strings in it now. Room of flavour is my guess. Well, it's not meant to be an added flavour, so that's a good thing. Alright, we're going to need a before and after. Can't get into that one. Yeah, it's going to get a bit shaky. So use that for before, that one for after. Sorry about the shaky on the camera. Didn't pull it out from it, that's fine. Alright, so here we go. We'll do the final check. See how squishy these carrots have got. Yep. The side of that is going straight through it. So I'm going to go with yes, that's ready. Okay, so just thinking, there's not a lot I can do to make this a particularly visual process. Alright, so we're just gonna pour it out. Okay, so let's take those bags away. For now. The ice cream is like scraping the lid. Lots of ice cream. We're hoping by year 2 to have merch Wardham. Took about Mackie that long. You can do the happy dance while pouring. Oh my god. There's I could do merch. I've got tons of ideas for merch, but is it worth doing at this point? I've got like 7 or 8 merch ideas right now. Just okay. Fine, Ray. Fine. So, Ulrich coffee mug. Shh, almost. Now you may speak. Becomes shh, almost raucous, with a big raucous sign on the back that Emerson did. Do polo shirts just with the raucous logo on it. There's an apron design that Rose Tyler's been working on for the Cult of Apron Boy. There's great, yeah, no need to rush. Well, which merch ideas are going to incur upfront costs? Basically none of them. Because it's all I do it all through the like Spreadshop, for example. There's actually an Australian one I've been looking at as well that I can't remember the name of. But where they just print all this stuff on demand. Nothing loose then. Yeah, exactly, boy. Exactly. I'm mostly teasing Mackie, but teasing you was also fun. Hey, it was a 2-for-1 rage. Gotta take the 2-for-1 opportunities. Absolutely. So yeah. Doing a water bottle. You know, doing a Ulrich merch water bottle. Things like that. I want a tea towel. I want an Ulrich tea towel. I want an Ulrich the Raucous tea towel. Because I've got an Ulrich de Portau tea towel. So this is my Ulrich de Portau tea towel for the SCA. And that was hand carved into a block and then hand printed for me. Giving Ferret Boy is my primary function. Call him a badger then. If you really want to get under his skin, call him a badger. Oh, look at all those badger emotes. See, now I know he's not watching. All right. Time to go to work. I'm going to have to mop the floor after this, always do. Panda also works. So, like, this has been on the heat. This has been on the heat for just don't say Trash Panda. Trash Pandas are epic, awesome creatures when you think about it. Think about it. I'll tell you why I think they're epic, awesome in a little while. But see what you come up with. Think about why an ibis why I would think an ibis is an epic, awesome creature. And then I'll tell you a bit later in the stream. So, now, this has been on for, what, 2.5 hours? This pot has been on the heat for 2.5 hours, maybe a little longer. And there's Mackie. He's back. And you can see, I'm holding onto this handle quite easily. It's not hot. You know, and you can see the fluid simmering away in there. So that'd be at nearly 100 degrees, if not at 100 degrees, the whole pot. And I can just hang on to this handle. There's no heat there. It's freaking awesome. An ibis is a bin chicken. Yes, it is. A raccoon is a trash panda. Oh, whoops. Sorry, bin chicken. I meant bin chicken. I got that backwards. Oops. because they raid bins and steal food from people while they are eating Ulrich. Kinda. Alright, let's try and get this Clefairy. Then I've got 15 minutes to do some straining. Everybody's eating Ulrich. Alright. Turn that off for a minute. Not wasting extra gas. Kiki, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. I can't see. Got really humid in here all of a sudden. Oh, Kiki's on break at woke. Hey Kiki, okay, back to look. So how you finding the new job, Kiki? How's that going for you? Foggy. Whoop. No falling back in. Whew. They're not quite. The bones aren't quite destroyed this time. I did leave it for a little less. And ow, hot, ow, hot, hot. Right, so I've just got that draining there on the floor. Crud, almost 1 p.m. already, need to head out. Oh, no worries, Maggie. Thank you for coming in, thank you for hanging out. Lots and lots to learn and remember. Hell yeah, absolutely. Exhausting but worth it. Nice, Kiki, nice. All the love to everyone in chat. Thanks, Mackie. Right, so that's now just draining. Because, whew. Right. So, to give you an idea, that is the head of a femur. So that nice, soft, round, big round top of the leg bone, that's what's happened to it. It's just been eaten up by the vinegar that we put in that is now, that's taken all those nutrients out of the bone and put it into the fluid. So, to me, this, right, is more ethical meat consumption because I'm using all of it. I'm using as much of the animal that I'm eating as I can. I'm not just eating, you know, rump steak all the time. I'm using as many different parts of the animal as I can, and I'm using even the waste, traditionally what we would consider waste in our culture, using that to make more food. So sourcing it as free range as I can, using as much of the animal as I can, and that's how I maintain that I get to eat meat. Rach, I've transferred you to iPad and brought you to my kitchen because I need to pack my lunch. Oh, thanks, Rach. Kiki, so many injections into eyes today. I can see you would enjoy that though, Kiki. So all of that we're now straining needs to go back in this pot. So I'm cleaning the pot. Ta-da, clean pot. Shine. It is fun, yeah. Ice speculums are fun. No. My poor student got nauseous from the injection, poor girl. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Alright. How you doing down there? Still going? Yeah, still dripping. What? What, you're telling me you're done? Because you don't want to sit there anymore? What do I need? I need one of the bowls. Use the custard bowl, why not? Back in a sec. Ice cream's finished. Alright, ice cream. Finish that off. Oh no. Oops. Like I said, it expands. Oops. Okay. Broke it. Look at that. Yep. And yes, the middle bit does come out. It's getting it to a point where I can. Ice cream honeycomb. Look at that. So this, as you can see, is pretty soft serve, right? But as long as you get it into the freezer with reasonable speed, it'll be fine. So this is also, if you're doing it without an ice cream churn, this is the sort of consistency you're looking for as you slowly mix it in the bowl. All right, we are getting there. All right, hang on. Okay, now we get the rest out of here. Bloop. I don't want to miss. I want everyone to see it, but I don't want to miss. Alright. What's that? I see no churn ice cream on Insta. Sometimes it's heavy cream and condensed milk. Oh, yeah. Alright. So that is now ice cream. One by strawberry, 2 liters strawberry ice cream. I've got to dribble it. Yep, got to dribble the strawberry ice cream in the beard. Ta-da! Now, if that sets outside of the fridge, it goes rock hard. So we try not to let that happen. However, there's all this ice cream on the lid. Get that real sweetness of the strawberry. But at the after, like right at the end, you get that tiny little bit of the vanilla.
Yeah, you just P26. How fucking laughing, right?
It's just like, oh my god. I'll be back. That is so good. So nommy. Nom, nom. All right. Whew, where was I? Ah, catching Pokemon. Let's do that. Oh, did it work? Nope. Don't know what happened there. Oh no, it already escaped. The most time-intensive part of making this stupid lunch is waiting for the scrambled egg to cool down so I can wrap it. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. So you can see what I was saying earlier. This just fits over the lip, but it's a little bit squiffy. So if I put those hangers on it, you can see them just wiggling there. It keeps it stable. Now, remember, if you're going to do it this way on your stove, make sure the flame's off. Damn, this is pretty clean. Yeah, you buckler of broth. Teeny bit of sludge down the bottom, but not too bad.
No! Liam 56156, bro. Liam 51556, bro.
Because we'll need that bucket again. Stop it! Oh, I've got some echo on my stream. Okay, why have I got echo on my stream? No. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know why it's echoing. Hang on. Is there anything there? Video cap? No. Oh, it's Kyle. He's off in the other room. turn the music up a bit. Maybe that'll drown him out. You should have put echo. Uh-huh. All right.
Practically calling out style.
Running out of dish room.
There are 4 playing tests.
Now we are dealing with fatty products, so we are going to get. Yeah, I know, Rach. I know. I thought it was sounded like another person. Yeah. Dishes on stream. I know, right? I'm trying not to do too many dishes. Alright, so let's take sample number 1, shall we? That is supposedly unclarified. So now we bring this up to right, mix the egg whites into the stock, turn up the heat and bring it to a boil. Turn down the heat when it boils and let it simmer for 5 minutes. So we put it in now, take the stock off of the heat, let it cool for about 15 minutes, yeah right. There should now be a raft of stiffened egg whites on top of the stock and the stock should be more clear. Alright, let's try that. He participated, he can do the dishes. Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. Alright, so we put that mix in there. I assume we stir it. Oh, there's little, you know, white bits of egg. I may have insta-poached it. I don't know. I think I may have messed that up. I'll talk to my chef friend. See what he reckons. I just worky. Alright, so we'll let that do its thing. Did you just make scrambled eggs? Because same, but I meant to. I think I made poached eggs, technically. I don't know if it's going to do anything. You might have needed to temper that. Add a little broth to the eggs first, and then add it all back into the main thingy. Yeah, true. Or just let it cool down more. If I have to do a second cooling process, not sure I'm going to go with that. Well, you know, that said, I could have strained it last night, I suppose. But I wanted to leave all the bones and stuff in it. Oh no, because I still needed to put the veg in. Nah, I would have lost too much of the process. Bah! Bah! I say, bah! But hopefully, we're going to use this to then make recipes that then make recipes that then... I think I can get 3. I think I can make a bone broth that makes a... that makes a soup, that makes a pie, no, a soup that makes a gravy in a something that then makes a sauce. Oh. Make a soup that makes a sauce for a pie that makes a gravy. Yeah, so we'll see how many like on-flowing. That's how we make carbonara when we use egg. Yeah, Rach. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's more bits floating around in there. It's getting more and more bits, so it's obviously picking stuff up. I want to watch it. I just want to watch what's happening. Watch it, watch it. Lasagna! We did lasagne! We've already done lasagne. We could do another lasagne. You can use that sauce for a spag bog. It's just so noms. I might do that on the side one day. Just have that, you know, simmering away. Spag bog for days and weeks and months and years. I know, but I know it was a hit. Yeah. Oh yeah, that went down really well, that did. There's one I want to try. It's a jalapeno steak. I don't know if I'll try it on stream, but I really want to try a jalapeno steak. It's basically a steak that you leave covered in onions, and the acid from the onions starts softening the meat, but you leave it there for ages, and then you cook it. Hey, follower, how you doing? Yay, cooking stream! Yes, we've already made the strawberry ice cream. Nom 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 nom. That went in the freezer about 10 minutes ago. making an omelette out of. We're making poached eggs in the bone broth. Yes, we've got the bone broth. So this was before it was clarified, and that is attempting to clarify it. So we'll see. We'll see if it actually does it. I meant to bring it up to the boil. But seems to be having trouble. There's things in it though. Don't know if it's going to make it any clearer. Hey, I caught the Venonat. Yay! So, how you been, follower? What have you been up to? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, if I didn't say it before. Looks kind of like melted butter. Kind of does, doesn't it? But, you know. So, at least half of the ice cream is spoken for. That goes to Tiger. Because, you know, it's Tiger. Been doing a lot of school stuff? Yeah, fair. Fair. I mean, that's pretty much how it comes out. That's how I get it. I don't know if you can see that, but there's that tiny little film of fat on the top. But that's okay. That's just flavor. Ice cream, yes! Fuller, I wish I could have some. You're not the only one, mate, I tell you. But I can't get to Australia. And we, you know, UPS, you know, any shipping source, we're probably going to, it's not going to make it. I mean, that looks really weird. Rach is already here and can't have any either. Well, if you get down to South Australia, Rach, I'll find a way I can ship frozen products for not costing a fortune. Ulrich merch. Ice cream. Lemon cordial. Ice cream. Lemon curd. Here we go. Today we're making Rach's order of ice cream. Yeah, that'll be nice. I don't know if I'll make it in time before it's gone. It's alright, I can make more. Yeah. Hopefully it's making people want to go out and get strawberry ice cream. If it's making people want to go out and get strawberry ice cream, I'm winning. Well, it's got some interesting colours in it. I can't see the colours. Yeah, you can see a bit of the yellow in there. Ah. No. It's proudly sponsored by Potsy's Strawberry Ice Cream. Rach, I don't know if I'll make it into... Oh, yeah. Right. Hey, if an ice cream label wanted to sponsor me, there's definitely some... let's talk. You know, your ad here on the ticker. That means I'd have to figure out how to play ads during the ad breaks. Ooh, that could be fun. To be fair, I don't actually eat ice cream all that much, so Peters is the only brand I could think of off the top of my head. Yeah. ready to start walking. Yeah, it'd take Rach a fair while to get here. It's only about 2,500 kilometers from where she lives to where I am. So about 1,000 miles. So she would walk 1,000 miles just to get Ulrich's strawberry ice cream. Yeah. Thanks, follower. And now I just let it do that for 5 minutes. It'll take you a lot of years, right? 3 weeks? I don't know. At my prime, I could probably have done 50k a day. So maybe a bit longer than 3 weeks. So that's what, 100k's every 2 days. 1,000k in 20 days, 2,000k in 40 days. So a little over a month. You know, 6 weeks. Sounds about, you know. Tiger, if I win the lottery, I'll fly you all to somewhere awesome to meet up. That sounds good. Let's do that. Somewhere awesome like Tiger's Place. I did a charity walk for brain cancer a few years ago and got from T-Bar to Brisbane City in just under 2 days. What's the distance, Tiger? I have no idea where T-Bar is. What? Oh. 13,989 kilometers. Right. I'm like, 130k in 2 days. That's not bad. Oh, it's Toowoomba. Right. That's 65k a day. I suppose I'm used to pack marching with, you know, my own body weight on my back. Okay. That is impressive. That is very impressive, Rach. Toowoomba. I can't spell the place I live. Oh, you can spell the place you live. Yes, can spell the place you live. Yes. There's a lot of egg in it. It was a team thing. There was a few of us. We raised $20,000. Ah, right. Okay. I was going to say 130k's. One person, 130k's in 2 days. Woof. But if it's a team thing, that's, yeah. Okay.
Sorry. You know how you got like hole in the top? Sorry. I think that was...
Right. Mostly because people bet on the fact we wouldn't make it, so went being big. Right. We still walked the whole distance, though. We all started and finished it in the same place. Okay, so like you did it, everyone walked the whole distance, or you sort of relayed it, like you all started and then you relayed for a while and then you're all finished? Or did you all just walk it all together? I'd rather fly. Yes. Yes. Flying would, yes. No, we all, oh, you all walk the whole distance all together. Nice. Okay, that actually makes it harder. Because staying together, you've got to always go with the slowest person. So if someone gets a little limp or a little, you know, whatever, then you got to wait for them. and that can mess up your rhythm. Just walking together can mess up certain rhythms. Like if I'm walking with someone this high, then they'll naturally have a shorter pace than me. So I've either got to stop every now and then and let them catch up, or shorten my pace rhythm, which messes either way, can mess with you. So follow up, I would have to swim the whole Pacific Ocean. Just walk on water, you'll be fine. That other guy did it a couple of centuries back. It'll be fine. The flight from here to Brisbane is shocking. It's basically an up and then a down, and it's a ton of mucking around for a literally 1 hour drive. Yep. Just run there. See, there you go. There you go. Just run. Well, it looks all bubbly and stuff. Right. Make friends with a pot of whales and ask them to carry you. I can easily walk on water. Salt water is less dense. I thought salt water was more dense. Okay. It's a bit more than an hour, but not by much. Yeah, fair. I want to play with it. Oh no, look, I can play with it. It has been 5 minutes since we turned it down. So let's get old Faithful out. Whew. Brush the dust off, old Faithful. Good Lord. Crash, bang, boom. Alright. Do a bit of skimming. I mean, we're still going to put it through the filter, but there's a big bit of poached egg. Another giant bit that I almost missed. Ah. Chuck it in the bucket. I'm going to call this dishwashing simulator soon. Alright, that's clear. Uh-oh. Okay. Thought I'd lost my other spike. See what I mean? Just falls in there. But this I'll just chuck in the washing machine. By itself, but with a heap of detergent, we'll wash it, done. Easiest way to do it. Let's get that in a better viewing position for everyone, shall we? Hot. Still a bit of eggy in the bottom of that. Red. Bucket of broth. Absolutely. Well, to be fair, it's sunk, so that doesn't help, right? Hey Zephyr, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Like a handbag. Bucket of broth, steamy camera, and chunks of egg. Did camera go steamy or did it just go out of focus? I think it went out of focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Maybe it did go steamy. That's better. Back in focus. And there is the eggy bits. Bits of egginess. Alright, now grab the measuring cup. I mean, theoretically, this is the after, this is the before. So theoretically, this is a little clearer. But not by a lot. Now, that said, we can also put it down to the fact that I may have messed that part of the process up. It was steamed up for a few seconds. Okay. Are they supposed to be nus, or were they supposed to go through the broth? I don't understand the question, Rach. One cup. Alright, so you usually have a couple of recipes that call for a whole lot of broth. So I'm going to put 2 litres in this. Boom. That will be for the French onion soup that I'm going to make. I was itching my eyes and all I heard was 1 cup, clang, and then you were gone, and when I opened my eyes again, oh. Oops. Alright. That is really odd. basically, that's the bone broth. So the last thing will do is I'll just, yeah, I'm not using that one. I think I just pulled a hole in it. So, nope. Right, I was going to say which is 8 cups for the US friends, but a litre is also not imperial, so that's not very helpful. Yes, metric is so much easier because 1 cup is 250 ml, 4 lots of 250 ml is 1 litre. Not like, you know, one gallon is 16.23 pints of 1/12 of an eighth of an inch with 16 remainder of 32 bits. No, 10. Base 10 math. We love base 10 math. So, oops, as we finish up here, what we do now is we basically put, that's it, that's done. That is a bone broth. I've put 4 cups into the ice cream container, so that can be used for big things like soup and things like that. A foot is 12 inches, yes. 1 foot is 12 inches, as opposed to 30 centimeters, kinda. Base 12 math is actually better for you. No, it's not. Not your health, but apparently it makes it easier to do big math. Nope. Nope. If I have to divide things into 1/16, nope. In base 12 math, I'm dividing into 1/16. Nope. So now we get this. Ow, 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 ow. Freaking hot. Anyone say too freaking hot? Alright, so we get 2 cups. We throw it into a baggie. We then push gently. I should probably let this cool down for a bit because it's killing me. But I want to get this done to show stream what we're up to. And so we lay it down, get the 2 cups in there, and we lay it out. Jubilee woobly. This is why you write beforehand on the bag. So there you go. And then you lay it like that in the freezer. So there's no actual air bubble in the top of that because I just pushed the air bubble slightly out and then closed it at the end. Slightly messy process, but there you go. Ooh, that is hot. Anyway, gonna let that cool down. Let me get that little bit of celery out that somehow managed to find its way in there. Great handle. And there, then we just bag all that up, put it in the freezer, and that's our bone broth. Done. Tiger, I have dyscalculia. I have dyslexia, so bear with me. I have dyscalculia, so all of that hurts my brain, but you're also the smartest bean, Reach. Right? Smart beans. Yes. Well, you know, Rach, if it helps with big math, we'll tell that to the orbiter, the Mars orbiter, and like that got told to land in meters, but told to deploy its parachute in feet. Mud dart. Oops. Yeah, look, base 12 math, if it is better for doing big math, then I commend it to big math people. For little math people like me, base 10 math, base 10 is so much easier. Base 10. I've heard of math, you know, I have jars with like the symbols on it. It's like, this much is this much is the. Actually, that's an interesting one. Hang on. I think this thing's actually got. Here we go. So. Is so a litre is 1 7/16 pints. So it's going to be backwards, but there you go. 1 litre, all right, 1 litre is that's like 1.5 pints is there, then 32, so 34 whatevers is a litre. $250 ml, 4 of them is a litre. Measured. Wow. It's really hot. Alright, so I should probably call that a stream. That's not too bad. 3.5 hours. We can do that, right? This computer is weird and kicks me in the ass when I try to raid out, so we're not going to be raiding out today. Rach, I'm sure you've heard of duodecimal. I've heard of Dewey Decimal, and that's all you probably need to know. As a physicist, it was super handy though. That was a few lifetimes ago though, probably. Tiger, basically I struggle to understand the problem solving in basic math equations. I can English great, but my brain doesn't deal with numbers, measurements, etc. I can deal with numbers and stuff, but I get them backwards. I get them mixed up. But that's just dyslexia. Rach, oh, that's why the bot is not here. It's actually on holidays. No, the bot's here. It's just not working. That's why the that's why the intro music's played. The bot does the intro music. So, speaking of which, we should get Tiger in intro music. How have we not got... Hang on, we got to do a thing. I got to do a thing. I just realized I hadn't done a thing, and now I have to do a thing. Oops. See if that works. Hey, there we go. And now Tiger has the VIP diamond. Yay. There we go. What's a thing? Yeah. Yes! VIP. I don't believe I hadn't VIP'd Tiger. My bad. So now you can have intro music, which is up to 15 seconds of music of your choice, assuming that it passes the YouTube 15 seconds of copyright. I mean, it's always been assumed, but it's nice to have representation. Yeah, absolutely. See, there's the raucous bot. It just popped up. So yes, that means you can have up to 15 seconds of entry music now, Tiger, if you would like. Basically, you choose up to 15 seconds of music. You let me know. I put it in. I test it on YouTube. If it doesn't hit a copyright thing, then we add it into the stream. And the first time you actually talk in stream, it'll play your intro music, like it does for Rach and Mackie and others who have been in the stream today and any other time. So if you would like your intro music, let me know and we can fix that up for you. You can either DM me or Discord me if you're on Discord. I'm on your Discord, I think. I don't know if you're on mine. And I can't check on this computer. Yay! Alright, so what do we got? Tomorrow we've got Freak Out Friday. We should be finishing Lost Alone Granny. Oh, you are in my Discord. Yay! We should be finishing Lost Alone Granny. Hey, I called Arkin. That'll be tomorrow. And then after that we will have several sessions of Mortuary Assistant for the Freak Out Friday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have a talk about it tomorrow during stream, and whether people want to go back and try and trophy out the Lost Alone series, or whether we want to move on to Mortuary Assistant. There are also something Dark Side. Yes, so we'll do that. Then next week we're back to the regularly scheduled program, which will be Warframe Monday, then Power Wash Tuesday, Cooking Thursday. Hopefully we'll be using, or likely we'll be using this 2 litres, 8 cups, 2 litres of bone broth that we've just put away. So we'll be using that in the next one. Have you been streaming Mortuary Assistant, Tiger Girl? Or have you just been playing it? I've watched a bit of it. I haven't played it though. So we'll be watching a bit of that. And, no, playing a bit of that in a week or so. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what chat wants to do. If chat wants to go back and play Lost Alone again, we can do that. If they want to move on to Mortuary Assistant, we'll do that as well. So, oh, you did stream it. Damn, I missed it. Okay. Don't like missing Tiger streams. I like Tiger streams. So yeah, and sometime, not this weekend, but probably Tiger scared the bejesus out of me. But you're gonna love it. Nice. Brain work. Probably somewhere around the 22nd, the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there is probably going to be the Smelt stream, but that'll be extra to the normal schedule. And somewhere in there, eventually, we're going to do extra streams. Probably on a Saturday, random Saturdays, we'll do some extra streams to finish off Assassin's Creed 1 that we were playing for the extra long stream. So yeah, we got all of that going on. Turns out walking backwards doesn't stop jump scares. That's true, Tiger. That is true. Alright, so I am going to sign off for today, and we can get back to yelling and screaming and tearing the house down. Lots of Ulrich stream goodness. Yay! Streaming goodness. You too, Tiger. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everyone for hanging out and being in chat or just watching along. If you have been watching along and you like what you see, don't forget to hit the follow button. Oh no! Follows are awesome. And they make me do crazy things every 100 followers or so. So, assuming my damn internet works. Note, we updated Windows and didn't have a problem. Good night, guys. Thanks for the stream, man. Yeah, you're welcome, Morton. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hanging out. Yay, you're welcome, Rach. So, that's everything that's going. Yeah, travel safe, Tiger. Have a great time at PAX. I'm going to have to start saving up, see if I can make it to next year, see what it's all about. So yeah, have a great time for everyone going to PAX. Go have fun, have a great time. Stay safe, be well, and be happy. So, until tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock Adelaide time. If you don't know when that is, have a look down below. That'll tell you when I'm streaming, where you are. So until then, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, that was a stream. Take care, have fun, be good to each other. Bye!
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Don't forget to check the description for any links I may have left there. If you like the video, please press like or subscribe to my channel. Next video in the series is up here. Until then, stay safe, have fun.